Since MHA is ending this week, I wanted to give my thoughts on all the students from Class 1A. These are some pretty interesting characters, some good, some bad, but I just want to give you all my thoughts on them, so let's go through them all. So let's start off at the top left. First, we got Coda. My boy Coda has been heavily slept on the whole entire series. He can control animals with his mind, and that's pretty badass, and I just really like how he's been silent the whole entire series, and then up until Season 7, we're going to get his episode soon, he is just going to go off. But I've liked him a lot. Next up is Mina, and she is one of the best girls in this class. She's very energetic, but I really like how she's unique and very confident. She doesn't care what people think, and I just like that a lot about her, and her quirk is really cool too. I like how strong she's gotten up until this point, and she's just a cool character. Now on to my boy Sato. Sato, I am sorry, but you are just not that interesting at all. I get his quirk, he bakes and stuff, but other than that, we have not seen much from him in this entire series. He's a cool character, I get where he's coming from, but he's definitely the least favorite character in this class. Jiro, and I love her a lot. I love how she loved music, and I loved how we got a whole arc for her. I loved her performance. Everybody says that they hated this arc, but I love the school festival. When they were performing and jamming out, it was just awesome, and I just love how she was the singer of it all. She's a pretty cool character, and every time she was on screen, I had no problem with her at all. Great character. And next up, Tokayami, a personal favorite of mine. He's always been super underrated, and I love the moment in the sports festival when he was the one who got on Midoriya's team. He was the key to their team, and he was just super underrated, and I love his abilities. I love how far he's gotten in the story. I love when he rages out with his dark form. It's awesome. But next up, we got Hagakure, and again, I love her a lot. I wish she had more clothes on throughout the series. Horikoshi, just check yourself. But she is a pretty cool character, and the concept for her powers is really awesome. She's been invisible the whole time, and then she can warp reflect. The concept of her character has been really cool. Just wish we got more of her throughout the series, but yeah, she's really cool. Next up is Sero, and yeah, he did not do much throughout the entire series, but he is MHA's version of Spider-Man, so you gotta give him props there. He's a pretty cool character, but he's on the same level of Sato. I just wish we got more of him. Shoji, I love Shoji so much. Like, he was an awesome character back in the training arc when they were in the forest and he was helping Midoriya and he was on his back. Like, that was a really cool moment. And he got cool moments throughout the final war. Love how he took his mask off. He's really just showing himself now. He's pretty cool. Next on to Tenya. Tenya, you're really cool, man, but you were one of the top students at the very beginning of the series, and he kind of fell off from there. Like, he did fall off. He was up there at the very beginning, but then he slowly just made it to the middle of the pack. I like him a lot, but he is pretty much one-dimensional, and I wish we got more out of him. Next up, we had Momo Yaoyorozu, and I had a very big change of heart with her character. I thought it was a little weird that her character did not have much clothing on her, like, just straight up, I thought it was weird. She is honestly so elegant and proper, like, she did not let any of that affect her at all. It's strictly for her quirk, and she's really respectable about it. Like, you can't do nothing but, like, show her respect. Like, she ain't doing anything weird. I love how she just built her confidence throughout the series. I really do like her character. She's really cool. Next up, we got Ojiro, Tailman, and I wish we got more out of him. Honestly, he's with Sero, Sato. He's just in that group where I wish we got more, but he's pretty cool, but not my favorite. Next up, we got Shinzo. I definitely have him over those like three because we got more of him in the series. His power is so cool. It's just like Aizawa's. It's not physical, it's all mental. He's gonna be a very useful hero in the future. I can't wait to see what happens with him, and I like his design. We got Aoyama, my boy Aoyama. I have always loved him since the very beginning. He acts very different from everybody else, and I really like this because he's just true to himself. He was the comedic relief, and he was just really funny, but then we found out he's All For One's like spy. That made his character a little bit more interesting, but I still liked him either way if he was All For One's spy or not. He's a great character. Now on to Kirishima. Kirishima is really cool, but I just wish he wasn't so one-dimensional. He's just always the smiley, happy, ready-to-go guy, and I just wish we got more from him. Like, every single time we see him, he's just like, yeah, I'm ready to fight. Like, nothing else much from him. He's still up there as one of my favorites. Now on to Denki. I thought he was, like, boring at the beginning, but his progression has been good. At the beginning of the series, his brain would be fried, but now he can control it to a T. But he's not my favorite. I'll say Mineta, I like him more than Denki. Mineta, even though he was weird at the very beginning of the series, he has definitely grown since then. He's pretty funny from time to time, and I just like his relationship with Midoriya. Like, honestly, he is pretty funny, and he's grown on me a lot. Whether you don't like him or you do, I just like him a lot. He's funny now. But I do not excuse anything he did in the past. Like, this was bad Mineta, but he's grown. Next up, we got Froppy, and Tsuyu is cool, but I wish we got more from her. She just seems kind of bossy to me and kind of uptight. Like, I could be around her, but I feel like I'm gonna get on her bad side. But I gotta say, the top 4 are my favorite characters. Shoto, Bakugo, and Deku and Ochako are my favorite characters from this class. I got tons of videos glazing them and saying how much I love their characters, so go watch those. I just love all these characters. Deku, Ochako, Shoto, and Bakugo. Those are definitely my favorite characters from this class. But the series is goated, and this is what I think of Class 1A. Let me know, guys, what you think of it.